Welcome to FanCast. My name is Jeremy, aka Skullcap, and my co-host is V-Man, the laid-back gamer.
Hi.
How is everybody doing? How are you doing? How was work yesterday? Was everything okay?
Yeah, what's okay?
Yeah, I had like 3 days off of awesome because I didn't do anything. But that's my problem. I just do nothing. I don't know. I need to do more than what I'm doing because I feel like I'm wasting the days all day. So while I was just laying around, you ever heard of that movie called Time After Time?
No, I never heard of that.
Yeah, neither did I until like my mom mentioned it, so I record on TCM or TMC, I think. It's like an older channel for like back. This was done in 1979. The whole thing is Hugh was it H.G. Wells, and it's the place is in takes place in 1895 London, and he made a time machine so he can go in forward time because he deals with there was a lot of smart people back then. So he's like, well, since everybody's all smart and calm, maybe in the future it would be a lot better, and I belong there because he wants to see how the future is. But then what happened was, you ever heard of Jack the Ripper?
Yeah.
Yeah, where he just kills prostitutes and stuff. Well, he ended up stealing the time machine, and I guess how the time machine works, if you're not in use, I don't know, it's like a slingshot. Like, you're going forward, he didn't do something, like maybe he didn't take the key. There's like two different keys. He didn't take one of them, so it came back to where it was originally from, and I think it's Herbert G. Wells. He had to go back. He had to go in the future just so he can stop Jack the Ripper, and it goes to San Francisco in 1979. And I thought it was I thought it was a really good movie. I mean, I'm sitting there watching it. He's just geeking out over how everybody changed. But the thing was, he looked at it where everybody basically changed. Like, nobody's really smart anymore. Everybody's just watching TV and goofing off and partying and stuff. There's like no intelligence, I guess. So basically, see, he met up with Jack later because basically it was his friend and he didn't know. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. And Jack the Ripper's like, oh, this is my time. I belong here. You need to go back. And he gave him a chance, but he says, no, I gotta stop you. So every day he's trying to stop him. Jack keeps killing somebody. So then he meets this person from was it the British, one of those like centers, so he can change pounds from dollars or something like that, so he can stay in San Francisco. Her name is Amy, but I didn't realize that the character. You ever remember Back to the Future 3? That girl Clara.
Yes.
Yeah, that Doc meets. All right, I noticed it's the same thing where they must have got it from Back to the Future 3 must have got it from Time After Time, where the guy Hughes, no, Herbert, likes Amy. They have a great night and stuff, but then he tries to tell her the truth about what's going on because Jack is after her now and everything, and she doesn't believe him, and she's trying to run away. So he had to prove it to her, and then she picked up a new then she did, because he proved that they went a little forward in time and all that stuff, and then there was a newspaper. Well, in Back to the Future 3 it was the same thing. Doc tries to tell her because he doesn't belong there. He was trying to go back, and she thought it was just a one-time thing, so she got mad. But then come to find out, she found this little toy that was the DeLorean and knew it was the time machine. So I was geeking out on that part, that they took from that into the part 3 movie of Back to the Future. I loved that, and I was just geeking out the whole time after that. It was an interesting movie. I'm not going to say anything about the ending, so I want you to check it out. It's called Time After Time, 1979 movie. I forgot actually, I don't know who made it, but it was a really well done. Do you like older movies, like black and white or classics or something like that? Or were you into that at all?
Some.
Yeah, some of them.
I don't really watch them, but they're okay.
Well, I used to watch like nice classic ones, black and white stuff like King Kong, and was it Bringing Up Baby with I think it was a leopard or something, and I just endured it. I thought I wasn't gonna like it because it was Ma liked it, because she likes certain ones that they're okay, but then I look at them like, man, they're so boring. But But no, I really enjoyed that movie. And then there was a part where um, Herbert Wells, he was trying to talk to the detective, and they asked him his name. He says he's Sherlock Holmes, and then I put two and two together. It was like when Marty McFly in Part 3 went back, he told everybody that he was Clint Eastwood. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So it's basically back to the creators of Back to the Future 3 took that premise and put it in their own movie, but they did a little bit different and better, and not better, but they did a little different. I think they're both great. So I thought that was amazing. So question of the day: what was did you watch? Okay, since the long time we talked, you say you don't watch TV, but did you watch 80s cartoons at all?
They like Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, G.I. Joe.
Yeah. What was your favorite childhood 80s cartoon? Now, you think about it, and I'm gonna say Ninja Turtles because I really like ninjas and that for some I don't know, it was the weirdest thing that turtles can be ninjas, but I really enjoy the cartoon. I just don't know what it is, but it's just something about kicking butt, taking names, and eating pizza and having fun with it was just it really connected with me. I actually really did enjoy that cartoon series, and then when they made it into a movie, I thought that was really good. I like part 1. My favorite is part 2 because you get 2 new mutants. Too bad it wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady, but we're getting that in the new movie. Was it In the Shadows, the new Ninja Turtles movie? Even though it's different sized turtles, hey, I'll go with it because we get Bebop and Rocksteady and Crane and the Dimension X, and then probably the Technodrome. So this is gonna be an awesome movie because I've been waiting for all that time. I think part 2 should have been that, and part 3. Part 2 should have been Bebop and Rocksteady introduced, and then part 3 should have been where Crane got introduced. But it just seemed like always, other movies don't like they see Ninja Turtles. All they do is do their own way. Don't even look at a cartoon, read a comic book or anything, and then they do it their way, thinking that that's okay. I think what they did was because it was in time, Turtles in Time. I think they only saw the game and say, hey, we can make a thing out of it, and that's not what the game was about. But I don't know. I didn't enjoy part 3. At first I did because it was Turtles. I didn't care. But then after the Angry Video Game Nerd showed it to me of the ways how they did it really bad, and then I rewatched it, and then I saw even worse stuff. I didn't like that at all. So part 3 doesn't count. I think was it 2004 they made another one, but that was with the newer series. So I liked it that. So which one was your favorite 90s? No, 80s. No, 90s is Sonic the Hedgehog for my favorite. But what was your favorite 80s one, and why? If you have a why.
Yeah, probably Spider-Man.
I thought that was 90s. No, wait. 80s they had a Spider-Man and Friends. Did you ever? I had never saw it until I think it was the Hub or something. They showed it, and it was when Ma was growing up or something. I don't know. I thought our Spider-Man was 90s, wasn't it? Like 90s X-Men. You're not sure?
It seems like Spider-Man and G.I. Joe.
Okay, G.I. Joe's 80s, so why'd you like G.I. Joe? I don't remember most of it. I used to watch some of it, but I don't remember most of it. Was there a reason why you like G.I. Joe?
No, I just always been a fan of G.I. Joe. Especially like Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes?
He's acting like that quiet ninja.
You mean the one that doesn't speak or the other one?
The one that doesn't speak.
Oh, okay. I don't remember any of them because like I said, I used to watch them, but then I'm like I wasn't really into it. Did you even watch the movie? I thought it was pretty decent. I don't know. I mean, part 2 I didn't like at all. I didn't really care for it. Did you watch the movies at all?
Yeah.
Did you like any of them?
I don't care about this thing messed up. They're kind of like they go like some of the characters got killed off.
Didn't they all get killed off in part 2?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, it was like they murdered like all of them. And it's like, man, it felt like they're like, okay, we're done with G.I. Joe. No more third one, so we'll just take it from here, and then there you go. It's like I thought part 2 was gonna be like where Cobra Commander like takes over America secretly, and I didn't realize that we're just gonna up and destroy their little secret base, and then that was it. Then it was Bruce Willis and The Rock and some other guy, and whatever. I didn't care for it. I don't know. I'm really picky with movies and stuff, but I guess that's just how I always am with cartoons and all that everything. Did you ever watch the Powerpuff Girls?
No.
I don't know. I have it on Netflix. I think I should start watching because there's a new series coming out next month. So it looks interesting. I remember my cousin said, and he's older than me. He said he used to watch it a little bit, not like when they were older on the somewhere else, and like years ago. And he like laughed at it. I guess it was funny or something. So I gotta check that out one of these days. Hey, guess what I saw on Netflix last night? Do you recall Hell and Back, where it's a claymate animation where these friends, like this one friend went to hell by accident. Well, they basically sacrificed, like they made a stupid blood oath, and then he didn't honor the oath because it was over a mint, and then he went to hell, and then the other two friends had to go save him. Did you ever heard of that one? They rarely showed commercials about it, but it was in October of 2015.
No, I never heard of that.
Yeah, don't you have Netflix?
Yeah.
Alright, Hell and Back. Take a look at that. They got some funny, there's some people I recognize as voices, but I don't really remember them. But the guy who played, Wade's friend, Deadpool's friend in the bar, he's in there. He's the fat guy. You'll hear his voice. It's like he's one of those voices like, dude, I know who it is. But then there was the other guys who were like, I'm trying to remember, but then it's like, man, I can't acknowledge. So yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about. So do you have anything? Cause I got a couple more things. What was that question that you wanted to talk about? Was it an origin story or something like that?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I mean, you could go first after you go. I can
No.
go
You gotta give the question. See, that's the thing. Remember, it was your question, so you give out the question. I think about it while you're giving the answer. Remember? So go. You gotta be part of this too. I'm sorry. What does the word co-host mean? It means helping the other guy out with the second help of ideas, suggestions, and talking. That's it. You're fired. Get out. Even though you're not even here. Yeah. Hey, the only way I could fire you is like turn the phone off, and then it's like, that's it. You're done. Could you imagine if we argued on the podcast? Like, you know what? This is my podcast. I'm turning it off. So I turn. So no. I kick you out. So then I just turn off the phone, and then I just do it by myself. If you were here, it'd be kind of hard to like kick you out, but I'm just saying, like, it's just kind of funny to me about that. So go ahead. Okay, what? Do you remember? You don't remember, do you? Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I remember.
Then go ahead.
It seems like if you was a superhero, like, what would your origin story be? Like, how'd you get your powers, and like, what caused you to be the superhero?
So you were saying, I remember you were saying, like, what is your origin story? How you got your powers? Did you decide to be good or evil? And, or something like that, like that, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to hear from you, because you said you thought about this. I kind of thought about it, but I want to hear from you, because, it was kind of interesting, because at first you gave me the answer, but then we kept messing up on the, we kept re-recording it, but now, you said you were definitely sure that you know what you're talking about, so I was like, go ahead. I'm kind of curious. And go. And go. Go. Is there a speed button? Go.
Yeah, I'm supposed to go.
Okay. You can do it. Wait, did you write it down? Are you looking for the paper?
No, I'm sorry. I just wrote it down in my head.
Oh, you're trying to remember?
It's pretty much like it started like I'm thinking like when I was like in college and like and I was supposed to get like a flu shot and instead of like getting the flu shot, the doctor has been giving me a shot of something else. Like it seems like one of those enhancement shots so I can enhance all your abilities.
Oh, Oh, no, go ahead. No, I like the idea. No, keep going.
I pretty much like then I feel reply I can like hear stuff from like a long ways away. My vision's better.
Okay, so it's like Captain America. Like, all right.
Then I'm like knowing I'll always become a bounty hunter.
Wait, your powers is being a bounty hunter? What's your powers?
I mean, like it's like hiding vision, like pretty much like end up behind being like almost kind of like I could even once I could have been like an assassin. That's how like hiding my abilities are.
What abilities?
Like
You didn't tell me.
Vision, hearing.
Wait, so X-ray vision, or you just see better? So are you saying that it only improved your eyesight and then your hearing, so you're like Captain America and only did his hyphen it a little bit? Or are you saying or are you saying that you have X-ray vision like Superman and you got hearing abilities like an animal? Because they can hear like across the room. Like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then you want to be a bounty hunter?
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead.
And then it's like years that being a good bounty hunter end up the person I'm working for end up like dating his daughter and like after several years of being a bounty hunter, like one day like his daughter like stays at his house to try like plan a surprise for him and like then she goes to see his supplies and she finds out like all the people like were catching for him, like instead of like putting the guys in jail, he pretty much like killing them.
Yeah.
So like instead of like so one day when she comes back home, he has some going to try to kill her. So like, so she had like a bodyguard, like his bodyguard, like her bodyguard like took us out of this. So like he took her one place. So I'm thinking her father had us out, tried to kill her. So I'm like, he's trying to get revenge against all this guilt. So I'm like killing all these guys, trying to find her. Then when I find this second-hand man, like that's when her bodyguard, because she's catching got caught wind that like all these guys are getting killed. And then she finds out when I'm about to kill that second-hand man, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm just doing the same thing my father's doing. Yeah, and then after that, he must stop trying to kill people, and we still go after his men. Yeah, then when we finally let him down, I find out like the whole hitman organization is like a bigger thing than he is. He's just pretty much like it's like a list of like 14 men, and he's pretty much like the 14th man. So after that was like he can be doing this to other people, so we'll just try to break the whole organization down, and that's how I become the superhero, become the hero.
Oh yeah. So. Okay.
And the whole time I'm not trying to and the whole stuff like my name's like the Lone Wolf. Then I got the years of not being able to catch him, like some other organization comes like it's called like the Weapon Z, and that's what he goes like. Cause he finds him saying like I'm trying to stop him too, but all our agents weren't good enough. But like, we watching you, you're good enough, but you don't have the resources to find the person, to bring them down. So now we should work together to bring them down.
So.
And that's when
Wait, what?
What are you about to say?
No, go ahead.
And that's when I go from like the Lone Wolf to like Z-Man. And it's like people don't be working alone. They just those people like behind the scenes just giving me information about like all the people I need to help me out finding the guy.
Okay.
So what are you about to say?
I'm gonna say like, so I got lost. So that was it. So you'll be a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then what? You continue your days being the good guy, or was that a bad guy thing, or are you still gonna be the bounty hunter?
You know, I start off as a bounty hunter, but change to like a superhero, like a crime fighter.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So, and that was it.
Yeah.
My origin story would have been like, really simple. Cause okay, there's like two things, like the world of heroes, Marvel, was it Marvel, and I think that would have been it. But see, that's a different origin story, and I don't really want to give too much out of it because I don't know. Maybe one day I can make that into an anime if I can find somebody who could do a cartoon anime and put it on YouTube. Not sure yet, but the like, say for instance, I got powers of today. I like how we talked about where it's like, I woke up one day and then I got powers because that's just how it is. I mean, I got them late, and then how I noticed I got powers is I was trying to run down the stairs because I'm late for work, and I ended up going super speeding. Super speed is my power. Out the door, and I crashed through the damn patio door. And basically, since I'm trying to like follow God's word, that that my character takes it as that it's a gift from God, and he does whatever he can to help people when he can. And mostly that's just, see, the thing is there's not too much of an origin story because that's basically how it is. I live everyday life, and then I do like simple things of helping out, but mostly I'd be traveling a lot. I mean, I know I can go, then I can really plan of going to different conventions, and like there was a free event. Was it SX, or it was something with a music festival or something where the Nerdist was there, and Andre at Black Nerd Comedy was there, and I wanted to see it, and it was free. I could have super speed my ass over there yesterday because it was for the weekend, and I could have just spent the whole day there for free in Texas. That would have been cool. See, that's my whole thing. I mean, help people and then just do my own thing because there's really nothing to it. But I like your way, where I never thought that way because to me, you know how you hear these things where people like this 19-year-old one time, he gave himself a flu shot and he ended up dying because whatever happened, maybe it didn't agree with him. Nobody knows, but I always assume that the government always puts some stuff in there because they say you don't get the flu unless you did the flu shot, and then you get the flu so you can not get the flu. That makes no sense to me. But the way how you got it, either somebody accidentally got it in there, or the chemicals formed differently because maybe it was in the sun too long, or somebody purposely did that and they wanted to see how everybody was a lab rat. See, that Origins was like way better. How to get superpowers, because I never thought of that way. I like the beginning and stuff, and then being a bounty hunter and everything. So I like that. I mean, that was pretty cool. So, you're gonna give that to anybody? Give them the idea or something like that. Like if you keep I always say, even though nothing's really set in stone. Well, I always think and not really say it. You can always keep perfecting it and keep doing, because I know you're gonna change your mind. Because every time I create my character, the one that I'm not talking about, I always keep changing it up. I change it. It's like a 30-year, no, 25-year ongoing thing, because at first I had like powers like the X-Men, but it was my own character, and it was like only 4, and then I kept continuing on, but then after Heroes it was like more, and it was like a whole Guardian thing. It was like a whole thing that I was doing, that I was thinking on. So I like that. And your origin, and then was that it of your question, and or other things or whatever's going on?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, do you have anything else to add?
That what?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I got something to add. Did you know that it's Pokemon's 20-year anniversary of being in Pokemon World, for the cartoon. No. I'm sorry. For the game. The game came out first, and oh man, my neck. And then the cartoon came out. So I never. Did you ever play the Game Boy? It was red or blue. With Blastoise and Charizard on front of it. It was just for Game Boy. Did you ever play that? Because I never got a chance to play it.
I never played a Pokemon game.
What? Yeah, you did. Don't you remember Pokemon Stadium?
No.
What do you mean no? We played it on the 64. We played it. We played. Remember the mini games, or didn't you realize that was Pokemon? Alicia played. I was shocked she even played.
I the Game Boy game. I played the one on the 64, but I haven't played none of the Game Boy game.
Okay, but you just said you never played a Pokemon game ever. I wasn't. At first I was just saying if you just played the first one. You added if you never played one at all ever, and I'm thinking what? I thought I knew you played Pokemon Stadium. Well, mostly, so they're doing their 20-year anniversary, and there's this game where I think they finally made a game where you can fight as Pokemon. Because remember Pokemon Stadium where you had it was like mostly Pokemon Stadium was just like the game on Game Boy any Game Boy game where was it RPG where how you the Pokemon stands there and then you press a move and then you wait for the other guy to move and then you move and see which side is stronger and then they go down. Remember that?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, this one, it's a new one from the Wii U. I forgot what it's called. I think it starts with a T. But it's people who made Tekken got a hold of this game. And you could be a Pokemon and actually be in the ring and actually fight each other like Smash Brothers style, but in like a third person thing. And it looks so cool. Look it up. It's brand new from the Wii U. I really want to try to play that. That looks really nice. I could be a Charizard and everything. Well, since it's the 20-year anniversary, I want to see if you saw what was the first time you saw Pokemon the cartoon? Oh, here. You try to remember that. I'll let you. I saw the very first Pokemon cartoon was 1998, and I was a junior in high school. And from that forward on, I was watching this, and it was like, what the hell are these things? And it was pretty cool that you get to throw try to catch a Pokemon, throw a Pokeball at it, and then you get a Pokemon. You don't really think about it. You just want to try to catch them all because that was the slogan. And I thought there were so many cool Pokemon and stuff, and just thinking that every time I went to school, forget work, I was just thinking about being a trainer and being 10 years old like Ash Ketchum and then going out there and catching Pokemon. Like, seriously, after the episode, I'm sitting there like, man, I wish I got myself a Sandshroom. Like, seriously, I would have really want to catch a lot of Pokemon. It kind of does aggravate me that Ash doesn't catch a lot of Pokemon, but kind of understand why he doesn't, because he's not that type of trainer. He just catches Pokemon that he believes that will be on his team for the Pokemon, any Pokemon League. So, I kind of like that because if you're catching so much Pokemon, how are you gonna take care of them? I mean, that's too many Pokemon. But back then, I was sitting there thinking, man, I gotta catch them all. So what, did you ever watch Pokemon? And if so, when was your first time watching it? Like, my first episode was literally the first episode when Ash met Pikachu.
Yes, I think I watched it a couple times back in the 90s.
Yeah, I saw it in 98, so, like, was it the first generation when it was 151 Pokemon?
It was like in 99 or 2000. I don't remember the exact year I watched it because I think it was probably maybe like 2000. I maybe watched an episode or two, but really never got into it.
But you saw the movie with us, remember?
Yeah, some of it about. Exactly, I thought it was okay, but I never really got that into it.
Hey, how dare you? But wait, I'll get that in a second. Everybody who was hearing those two beeping, it's not you. It was some V-Man is on a cell phone from Chicago, and he's on a speaker, and then somebody was trying to call. Teresa was, and I didn't answer, so that's where you're hearing those two. You didn't hear them, V-Man, but on the recording, you're going to hear the 2 beepings. I want to make sure that they don't think it's their devices. It was my phone because somebody was trying to call me. So anyway, so you couldn't really get into the fact that you can get these little cool creatures as your collection, and they have powers themselves, and you can control them and stuff. Basically, kind of controlling them. Well, you're training them. You're not really controlling them until like later on, and then protesters get in there, and it's like there was a season where they're like, you can't do that to Pokemon. They're not subjects of you. And then it's funny, they want people to stop using Pokemon, but they were using Pokemon to stop them from using Pokemon, so that made no sense to me. I think that was Black and White. It blends because I keep missing on and off season after season of that. So, the next question is, what was my first Pokemon game? And it was Pokemon Color. That Silver and Gold. Do you remember that when I had that game? I think it was Ho and Luigi on the 2 fronts. I had both of them. One I had, and then Joshua had it. Remember little Joshua? He had it. I let him borrow it, but then it disappeared, so I don't know what happened to that. And then I got a gold one, and then I lost that one, so but I beat the game. I kind of beat the whole game, but then they wanted you to continue on, but then there was a Snorlax sleeping in the road, and I couldn't go anywhere, and I didn't realize I had to go get a flute, so, yeah, where was YouTube back then? So, so what was your first game?
The only Pokemon game I remember playing was that Pokemon Stadium.
Oh, now you remember it. Yeah, we played. I thought that was pretty cool. I just didn't like the fact that we couldn't do anything. I remember I imagined it's like Pokemon Stadium, and we go in there and fight as Pokemon, because that's what I thought the handheld game was. And then it turns out it was just an RPG, I guess, where you pick a move and it does it for you. It was okay. I liked it because I was catching Pokemon, but I didn't like the fact that I couldn't move. Felt like a statue half the time, but I got over it. But Pokemon Stadium should have been redemption, but it just turns out you were doing exactly the same thing. But I like the mini games. I thought that was pretty cool. Pokemon Stadium 2 was like my favorite one. Okay, so then you don't like you don't care for a starter Pokemon at all?
I mean, yeah, they're okay. I just don't like watch the cartoon that much.
Well, okay.
I watched some of it, but never like fully like watching, like sit there and just watch all the episodes.
Well, my next thing was, what was your who was your favorite starter Pokemon? Because Ash kept going to different, like after a season, he would go after another Pokemon League and he would get a new starter Pokemon. My starter Pokemon would be Charmander. So, and then adding into that question, what is your favorite Pokemon? See, Charmander would be my starter Pokemon, and my favorite Pokemon is Charizard. I mean, dragon looking, tough, would never quit until the end. I really do like that because that's basically kind of like me. So I really do like Charizard. And then he goes into Mega Charizard where he's blue and black, and it like flames coming out of his 2 sides of his mouth, blue flames. So I really like that. If you ever watch Mega Evolution, that's the new XYZ now. So you don't have a favorite starter like starter Pokemon is where a professor would give you a Pokemon just to start because it would be easier for them to train. So you don't have a favorite Pokemon or a starter Pokemon, right?
Probably most likely Pikachu.
But it's not a starter Pokemon. I mean, only Okay, wait. But is that your favorite Pokemon or is that your starter Pokemon?
Yeah, probably my favorite one. And like soon as like Ash started, that's only the first one he got.
He got that because he woke up late and 3 other people did it. And luckily, Professor Oak's like, okay, I got a Pikachu. He's kind of stubborn, but hey, you want to have him anyway? That's the only reason why he got Pikachu. Other than that, he would have got, I think it was what was that? I think he wanted a Squirtle at first, and then a Charmander, and then a Bulbasaur. I don't care for Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur I like. Ivysaur would be okay, but I think it was that. I don't remember. I keep forgetting the bigger one. I wouldn't care for that one. I'm all for speed and stuff. So Pikachu would be your favorite. Would you ever have him want to go to Raichu or just stay as Pikachu?
At some point, yeah, sometimes go to Raichu.
Oh, okay, because there is a stone where it doesn't have to evolve, so you can give it to him, and then it can always stay as his Pikachu. But me, I want a Charizard, so nope, unless he wants to stay that way. Um, I was thinking about this yesterday. I was watching Pokemon XYZ, and it's the new series, and there was a point where this I forgot what the newer Pokemon. I don't know newer Pokemon. The older ones I kind of know, but not all of them. But it was a fire type, and he went in the water. It was like a lion, and it got drifted off and stuff. But they were saying that fire types don't like water and stuff. But so then I'm thinking, if it doesn't like water because it's weak against it, how does it bathe? I mean, how does it get clean? I mean, I bet you it smells like up a storm. But then I was thinking, maybe it breeds on its, like maybe another one breeds on itself so it can get cleaned. I don't know. I mean, do you have a theory on that? Because I have no idea.
Nah, they go they go set themselves on fire, and then that's how they keep themselves clean.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I don't know. So, in the Pokemon world, so would you want to live in a Pokemon world at all?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, okay, if you have an idea, what type of person would you be in a Pokemon world? I was gonna say trainer, but since you're not really into it, I can't really give you that question. But for me, I can. So you think about what would you do in the Pokemon world and stuff. But me, I already thought about this, and it's pathetic because I didn't really think of a career in real world than in this world. So in the Pokemon world, I'd be a trainer, and then over time, I would try to win all the tournaments that I can. But then after a while, I would want to be a gym leader in my hometown if I can. I don't know how you can become that, but there's a way of doing it. So there's different types where there's a fire badge, a water badge, an electric badge. But me, I would have like a different type of badge where it's like no matter what, I would always have different type of Pokemon. I would have so many different Pokemon, and every time somebody would challenge me, I would go ahead. They would challenge me out 3-on-3, no matter what. So it would always be 3 different types, and then if they beat me, they get the badge. If they don't, the next time they try to come at me, it'd be 3 different new Pokemon, different 3 types. I would always try to change it up, so then people will, because there were some times where Ash is trying to learn how to, like every time, he goes up an opponent in a gym as a gym leader, and he would lose, but then he would try to outlearn of what they're doing. But I think the whole point is trying to teach a trainer how to do your Pokemon and your training skills. But see, the training what I'm trying to do is never expect the unexpected. Always expect everything to be different. Because you can't just rely on things to be the same all the time. Same moves, same Pokemon, same everything. So you always have to keep changing it up every time. But train it your way, like how I did, because no matter what, everything's will always be different. So that would be my career. That would be my life where I would venture everywhere, grab as much Pokemon that I believe would be great on my team, and then go ahead and just, raise them and be a gym leader in whatever town I came from. I mean, that's my Pokemon. That's my career in the Pokemon world. But it's pathetic because in the real world, I have an idea, but I'm not really doing it. But I should be doing it. But that's just how I am. What about you? What type of trainer or person would you be in a Pokemon world if you want to be? If you don't want to be, it's okay. I mean, no big deal. But if you want to be, would you be the good guy? Would you be the bad guy? Would you be this? Would you be that? What would you be?
Yeah, probably that. I probably don't want to ask that exercise or that people for the good guy, but do stuff in a bad guy way.
Like go after Team Rocket or just accidentally bump into him every week?
I probably just every now and then just bumping into him.
Oh, okay. I remember before. Wait, was that it though? Was there more?
Yeah, possibly I don't gotta people don't go off there with people do stuff, but when people do good stuff, so I have to in a position where I have to do something.
Wait, do something?
Yeah, I mean, if somebody's in trouble, I'm not gonna go out my way to find it, but if I know, so I'll do something.
Okay, and then was that it, or was that that? Is that your whole journey?
It might be maybe a full-time trainer, but maybe a part-time trainer and trainer can train people like every now and then.
Wait, a part-time trainer? What are you going to be doing the other time? If you want to be a part-time... Wait, what?
Yeah, probably, if I'm not training, probably just traveling.
Because I was going to say that if you want to be a part-time trainer, you can always wear... A part-time trainer, to me, you go off on your own, find whatever Pokemon, and then you go back and train them. But then you have a shop at your hometown, and then when a Pokemon league or whatever festival shows up, you're there to win and stuff. So that's a part-time trainer to me, because if you're a full-time trainer, you're training them, always catching Pokemon, but you're always out on a journey. So I think, I mean that's how you want to do as a part-time trainer?
Yeah.
Okay, hey, that works. I was gonna say, I don't know about you, but I remember when I was first watching it, Team Rocket was so annoying. They kept saying, prepare for trouble, and all this other stuff, and it just got so annoying. I remember there was a couple of times when Meowth would hang out with with Ash and them. There would be a couple of times where some people would try to throw a Pokeball at him and try to catch him, because he's not a caught Pokemon. He's his own Pokemon, and it's kind of weird how he's evil, because not a lot of Pokemon are too evil. They just get told to do evil things, so that's why it's a little different. So, yeah, that's about it about, let me see here, that's about it about, Pokemon. I really wish it was kind of like a Pokemon world, but then wouldn't it be like a problem? Because say, for instance, you're just trying to relax one day, and then some rampaging, Golem or something, comes rolling in, and then there goes your house. I mean, could you imagine it? But then they can also help out, too, because you can, help you, in the road or something like that, or get places, that's another thing. I wouldn't mind on Rapidash and just running around, and then if somebody bothers you, you can just flamethrow them or something, or fly with Pidgeotto and go places. Another Pokemon I wouldn't mind was Gyarados. He looks scary, but I wouldn't mind. That's my water type Pokemon I want. And then as a ghost, I wanted Haunter. Doesn't go into Gengar, just Haunter. I like that as a ghost. Psychic would have been Alakazam. I know you're sitting there thinking what the hell are you talking about? Look it up. I forgot what my plant type. Those are my four mains. I think for my bug would have been what was it? Caesar, or no, not Caesar. Cypher. It's like a praying mantis type. The older version, I like the older version better, because they look a lot better, they sounded better with the names, and and that's all you had to catch was 151 Pokemon, but then they changed it. I don't mind all Pokemon, but then I can't remember all the damn Pokemon, so that's the other problem I have with the show, because you're trying to remember everything. And I can't do that, because there'll be sometimes oh, that looks like a good Pokemon, but when it was the original, I knew which ones I wanted, especially when they showed up, and I didn't mind it. So, yeah, anything else you want to add? We only have a couple more minutes.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, that was, I just can't believe it's been 20 years since the first game came out. I mean, it makes you feel kind of old, but it really doesn't, because in the Facebook and Twitter, we keep, and YouTube, we keep bringing the 80s and 90s in our present day, and we just keep doing that over and over again, and we keep reliving it, and we're showing the young ones what we like and endure, and then it's just so popular now that it doesn't go away. And I hope with 20 years more, I hope it keeps going, because I don't know how much more we'll go. Do you know the new Pokemon game is called Sun and Moon? And it sounds kind of weird, but it sounds cool. And I didn't even get a chance to play XY yet. It's on the 3DS. I didn't get a chance to play that because I don't have a 3DS. Maybe one day I will, and maybe one day I won't. I'm not really sure. Well, that's all the time we have. I'm glad that you. Thank you for hanging out with us. We do adore you for listening of our little rants and complaints and other things that we like and endure. Hopefully, one day that we'll have a Pokemon world. Yeah, yeah. Make the Pokeball and put in a cat in there. That'd be kind of weird. Let us know in the comments below. What is your favorite starter Pokemon? And your no, what's your starter Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon? And what is your game that you first played? Um, so thank you for everything. Man, I really need to get coordinated because we got to keep doing this over and over again. Until next time, be nice to each other. Have a good day. Ah, that was awesome. I'm still recording a little bit because I like to end it and then I put some more extra bonus features, even though there's really nothing for it. So I like that. Did you like that? Where we ask each other questions, but while you're answering it, then I'm thinking of it. I mean, I like that idea that you got. You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So we got. I think you know what we got to make sure that you pilot the next one or something like that. Get you talking more. Like a little bit, but you know what? That's probably I like where the reason why you're called a laid back gamer because you're laid back. So I kind of like that idea. All right, bye.